You ever just feel stupid? For good reason though. Like, honestly, actually stupid. Feel so bad. What is going on, guys? Double R here, back again today with another video, and I'm exposing myself. You guys know that my queue's been down for over like 4 months since the last time I posted any sort of video on it, and we all know it's because of the diff. And I've been waiting months on end for Z1 Motorsports to help me build this thing. I've been patient, a little too patient, because I called them yesterday, and apparently the diff has been delivered since October 13th of last month. Right now it's November 20th, and I didn't figure out till yesterday. So a whole 30 days that this diff could have been in the Q50, and well, it wasn't. So Z1 Motorsports was kind enough to help me rebuild my diff.
Which one?
They sent it out to me, and instead of bothering them like I should have just to see an update on where it was, I decided to let it just go weeks on end without calling them at all, because I obviously didn't want to be a bother. Well, that didn't work out in my favor, because, well, I missed out on a whole entire month of not having a diff. But hey, we got a diff. We're gonna take this inside, we're gonna open it up. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you guys kind of the progress with the house. We've basically turned this into the shop already. We've just had to take everything from the shop. You guys know, if you've seen my last few videos, we're getting kicked out. It is what it is, man. But we've moved everything in here. We're gonna start working on jack stands again, good old times. And first thing that's probably gonna end up going up is this diff. So let's just get this in the house. Shout out to my favorite company, Z1 Motorsports, because they helped me out with this whole entire process since the beginning. They definitely did not have to be this nice, but they were. And everyone over the phone has just been real supportive. I'd like to give a huge shout out to 2 specific people. It's gonna be New RTM and Enthusiast POV. They've helped me out through this whole entire process. I literally couldn't be more grateful for them. I'm excited. Come on.
Where are you going?
We're putting it in the room. Welcome to my new shop.
You're gonna have to pick it up so it doesn't touch the plastic.
So, this is where all my shit is. We're still missing the lift, tire machine, wheel balancer, all the exhaust stuff, a bunch of shelving, a couple of cars, and we got about 10 days to get all that out. So that's where we're at. I'm setting up like a huge, like 150 square foot shed in the backyard. That's currently what we're doing. But I decided to take the time, open this diff, because, well, I'm getting excited and impatient, so. Wow, what a diff. It's a little dirty. Oh, damn it. And then I just gotta punch these bushings out, which sucks so bad. Alright. Alright. Woo! Oh yeah, she's as pretty as I remember. So, this is the reason why my queue's been down for over 4 months. If you guys don't remember the last time I ever took my queue to the track. Chase! Oh, I blew an axle! Damn! We broke the axle and the differential. The spider gears within the differential ended up welding itself together. Actually, I gotta call Z1 and ask exactly what happened. After disassembly, we figured out that it was the diff that ended up breaking the axle. We took it apart, we sent it to Z1, they ended up helping us out. And really all I did was just get another axle, OEM diff, an open diff. Sad, that's why we haven't been racing even though the queue's been up. It's not safe to race with a 1-wheel peel. I got my diff back. Well,
anything else you want to say?
that's exciting. Yeah, let's go ahead and show them the shed in the back. This mess is what we've been dealing with for the past couple of days. Like I said, got kicked out of my shop. You guys want to know more about that, go ahead and check out the previous videos that I have up on the channel. Kind of goes over everything in detail. I don't want to dirty up my brand new clean house. Not trying to do that. I hate clutter for someone who owns such a cluttered shop. Really the goal is to get as much as we can in storage for the time being, so that way we're not rushed and desperate to find a new place, and then we could find a new place that we could call our shop and hopefully be there for long term. So if any of you guys have any sort of storage space in Florida, preferably in the Tampa Bay, Pinellas County area, please let me know, because I will be on it. This is what we got. This is kind of the frame assembly, but if you look outside, we got the floorboard set up. Right here, we got a perfect space to be able to put this huge, huge, camera doesn't do it justice, this 140 square foot shed. It's gonna be like 7 feet tall, something stupid like that, and we should be able to fit everything in here. Honestly, I wouldn't even doubt if I'd be able to take apart the lift and put that in here as well, but we need as much space in here as possible because we need to still be able to access our tools if we do need to work on anything outside. I'm also maybe thinking about putting my toolbox in the porch area. We'll figure it out. Well, that's where we're at. Just putting it together, making sure that all the stuff in the shop can be put away, and the landlord doesn't keep any of our shit because he don't deserve it. We'll go ahead and show you guys what the shop looks like right now. I understand that we're not trying to make this a negative video, but it is pretty sad walking in there and seeing that everything's pretty much gone. It's empty. The only things that are in there right now are the 2 cars that don't run and the lift, which is broken at the moment. I'll update you guys on that later, but basically one of our cars is stuck in the air at the moment. So it's just a lot of stuff that we're dealing with, but we keep on pushing every single day. Like I said, when life gives you adversity, all you can do is adapt, and well, that's exactly what this is. You guys are seeing that I'm making do with anything that I got, and we're gonna make this work because, well, this is what I love to do. We'll go ahead, take a quick trip to the shop to show you guys what that looks like. It was just nice to give you guys a quick update on where we're at right now with the channel, with the cars, with the shop, and most importantly, with the Q50. It legit makes me sad every single time I have to come here. But it is what it is. It's a learning experience. Can't get away from it. So I'll just show you guys what's up. We're gonna have to get rid of this AC unit, and we're gonna have to put it somewhere. Here's what's pretty funny. In the contract it says if you install anything on the property, then it has to stay with the property. The funny thing about this AC unit is, you know, I read contracts because I'm a smart guy now. It's not on the property. This concrete slab is actually completely disconnected from the property. If you lift this AC unit up, the concrete slab moves, so it's not on the property. Like anything sitting on the property I can take, but like I'm on the property. Like if I drop something on the floor, it would be on the property. So the only thing that might have to stay is this, which is like the power line, which honestly I could care less for. They could keep that all day if they want. So yeah, what's cool about this is the concrete slab isn't bolted to the ground at all, but the AC unit is bolted to the concrete slab. So the concrete slab itself is just a thing that moves. So all these hoses and stuff, I'll just fill up that concrete or whatever, unless they want to keep that as well. Go ahead, by all means. So sad. Now, as far as the air handler for the AC goes, this thing isn't installed into anything neither. It's on a metal stand, which is completely fine with me. And then the ducting isn't connected to the wall at all, and then it's just hanging by these little things that we made. It's just hanging up there. It's not installed, it's not bolted. We hung it over and we screwed it together. So along this wall is just a bunch of stuff we've had taken apart. I literally just got this hydraulic press, not able to use it. Really all we've been able to do is like oil changes. So I got my shelf taken apart here, a bunch of just car parts and body kits, and Q50 exhaust and drive shaft for the Q, and just a bunch of, I think that's a 350Z drive shaft. If you guys need one, I'll sell it to you. And this is the quote-unquote toolbox that we have here. We already took out the liquid shelf. This should be able to go into the shed that we just built. Same thing for the toolbox, but I was actually thinking of keeping this outside because it locks and it doesn't rain in the shop, or it doesn't rain in the porch area, so I don't have to worry about this thing getting wet, and I dare someone to try and take it. All our tools are still in here. Basically, we're just gonna lock it up. It should hold all these together and nothing should fall out. That's the goal. I'm gonna have to order a flatbed for some of this stuff. Like that won't be able to go in my truck, so I might have to go ahead and order a flatbed for that. Borrow a friend's trailer. Same thing for the tire machine and the wheel balancer. I was not able to even get an air compressor yet, and I literally had enough to now get one because I just moved into the house and now I created more space here, and yeah, we know how that went. So I'm gonna have to figure out if I could stuff this. I think I could get all this in the shed, and then if we could walk out with getting some of the stuff that's in the room into the shed, and then I could have my house back, that would be ideal, and at least until we find a place to put all this stuff. Another thing that I'm pissed about is my damn Red Bull fridge, man. I was supposed to fill this thing up, have it for people who wanted to come over, hang out, myself obviously. It actually fucking works. I got it for 20 bucks. Thanks, Chad. Let's give you guys an update on what you guys came here to see. Obviously, you guys want the Q, so we'll pop this open right now. I'm pretty sure the battery's dead. It is full of just spare parts right now. Even the trunk is full of parts. Pretty sure the gas cans are in here. Yep, E85 cans. This car always reeks of E85 and I love it. So, just show you guys. Yes, the engine's still in the car. I gotta hold this hood up. So, you guys can see the engine's still in the car. The supercharger's still intact. All the belts and everything aren't ripped. Like, nothing happened to the motor. Motor's completely fine. The engine bay is even clean for that matter, which is like a rarity with this car. The only thing that went wrong was the fact is we had to take out the diff to be able to send to Z1 Motorsports so that way they could rebuild it because the housing that we originally had was just toast. It was done. It couldn't be reused, so we sent them the OEM diff that we had. We got the gear ratio changed. We got the LSD in there, and now we finally got it back. So if we take a look underneath, you guys see there's no diff inside the subframe. There's no axles connected to each wheel. There's no exhaust. There's no drive shaft. That is the dreadful 7-speed automatic, which a lot of you guys ask me questions about. Yes, it's still the stock 7/8E that comes from it from factory. It's just flash tuned, but there's no upgraded anything in there at all. I don't even like I've changed the fluid once in it. That's about it. So yeah, that's as much as an update as I'm gonna give you on this car because there's a lot of plans that we have with it, but I know you guys know about the diff and the axle situation. If you guys don't, make sure to go back to that video and check it out. Really good information if you're trying to figure out what happened to the Q and what could potentially happen to your Q. We're gonna bench press this diff back into the subframe and get this car back on the road, and then we'll give you guys a proper grand scheme of what's gonna happen with this Q50. But really, with these kind of builds, man, getting them on the road and getting them efficient and running consistently again is really the main goal. Like, as much power as I want to make, as much stuff as I want to change out and do to it, getting it rolling and driving under its own power is really our goal here. So that's really it. Like, there's not much to show in the shop because everything's freaking empty, but it is what it is, man. We're just gonna make do with what we got. Like I said, we got the new storage unit, we got the new house, so at least we could put everything in there. We finally got the LSD for the Q50, so we could go ahead and get this thing back on the road, which I know is all you guys want to see. You guys can give two shits about any of my Z's, even though one of them's turboed and makes more horsepower than your car. It is what it is. So stay tuned for new content regarding the Q50 if you guys are interested. My name is Double R and I'm out. Peace.